Hello, my name's Julie. Thanks for joining me for another Plan with me. And today I'm going to be planning in my classic vertical happy planner for the first week of May. I have a confession to make. I'm feeling really discombobulated at the moment, or all at sea. I did know exactly what I was doing for my planner spread this week. I had everything ready and was really looking forward to doing it. And then I saw a friend of mine post on Instagram their beautiful coronation spread, which made me do a bit of a double take because I had planned my coronation spread for the week after. I quickly Googled when is the King's coronation, and I know what you're thinking. I live in the UK. I should know when the King is being crowned. It's quite a big event, but I wouldn't call myself a royalist. So I quickly Googled, and sure enough it said that the coronation was on the 6th of May. I double checked on my calendar on my iPhone and there was nothing there for the 6th of May. Instead it said 8th of May, all day, coronation of King Charles. So I really don't know what's going on, but it's completely upended all my plans, and I'm a little bit disappointed because I was just in the mood to do a really pretty spring spread, and now I'm switching gears entirely into a coronation themed spread that I really haven't had much time to think about. All I know is I bought this British paper pad recently with a view to doing a coronation spread, and I really liked one of the papers inside, well, a couple of them really, but particularly this one with the newspaper effect. And I also wanted to use these florals from a sheet called Joyful Blooms by Katelyn Plans. I've also just grabbed a couple of washies with coordinating colours. We've got this one with the blue plaid from a set that I got from Amazon, and this is a Happy Planner red striped washi. I'm using pages from the seasonal Happy Planner. We'll definitely have to do something about the numbers this week. That's going to have to go, and I'll need to cover up the May. Because I'm using this scrapbook paper, luckily it's a perfect match for the colour here on the punched part, and I may be able to leave these alone as well. When it comes to using scrapbook paper, I usually do one of two things: have it across the bottom or use the corners of the page. I decided to go with the corners, and I had to tear it really slowly and carefully because I wanted to leave some of these images intact. Now I need to decide which part I'm going to use where, because I don't want to cover too much of the spread. I think I'm either going to have to sacrifice the good old London bus or the red telephone box, because I can't fit them both on. So I might chop this off at the bottom, something like that, and then cut a little piece off the top here so that it's not taking up too much of the space. I've just noticed we've already got a telephone box there, so it's not going to hurt to cut this one off the bottom. If you saw my spread last week, I tried to show that I could just stick stickers on rather than turn things into a big production. And this week's spread was going to be something similar, but we're back to doing extra things, as it's now turned out to be a coronation week spread. I just use ordinary tape pens when I want to glue something in. Usually just need a little bit around the edge. It does bulk up your planner a little bit, but I tend to only keep 6 months at a time. I don't think I need to white out that plant in the corner. This is going to cover it up. I do want to get this Big Ben London in the corner, so I'll stick it from this side first in case I need to do any trimming off. Just a tiny bit, I think. And already off to a great start. I'm using the wax paper again this week. I found it really helped me last week to position my stickers, and I don't want to cover up all of the writing here, so Just need to think where I can position things. So probably, I don't want to cover up the London too much. I want that to show, but I want this box to be a Saturday and Sunday box. So something like that. Let's put that in here. And then I can list all my weekend to-dos. The only thing I will say about the wax paper is you do need to be careful pulling it off. I just ripped a bit of this sticker, so I've had to cut it off. Something like that. I wasn't too sure about leaving the green on the flowers because I really wanted it to be red, white and blue, but I think we can live with it. Let's make this a box for Friday. So most of it's going on Friday. I'm thinking this is going to be quite a decorative spread, but I don't need a lot of room for function. So I'm thinking about whether I should bring more florals into this corner here. But I don't want to cover too much of that box. That should be okay. I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone. I don't think I'd normally opt to pair florals with this newspaper, but I do like to try different things. And luckily I don't have too much to write in my planner. I hope that you're doing okay this week. I'm probably not going to be quite as chatty as I usually am, because I do find when I haven't got much idea what I'm doing, I really do have to concentrate. Just wondering about bringing in a touch of washi. I'm taking inspiration from Katelyn. She does an awful lot of layering things on top of each other, which is something I struggle with. Let's just put a pop there. If you want a chatty video, I did my Happy Planner Year Part 3, where I talk about the Happy Planner sales and releases, past and try and predict the future ones. I like that. Thinking I should add a pop of it at the bottom as well. Not quite sure how much. I think that's probably a bit too much. Maybe just cut some of it off. I think that's better. So we just need a box for Thursday, maybe in this gap here. I don't want to cover up the United Kingdom bit. Don't think that's straight. That's even worse. That's better. And then that can go there. I'm not sure about bringing any more florals in. We definitely need something here. I did want to add this crown in somewhere. Really needs to be on the 6th. So I don't know whether I should put it up here somewhere, news and events, or I think maybe down here. That's just on Saturday. If I'm not careful, I'm not going to have any of that box left to write in. Let's move it over. It's much as I can. It's still on Saturday. I'm a bit stuck on this, so I think we'll move to the other page. And I'm actually wondering about having this big floral because I've got florals down here. Something needs to be at the top of the page. So I'm wondering about this large one here. I don't really need to have those dots. Don't want to cover up the bust though. Doesn't matter about the May because I do need to white that out. Just got to decide which way round I want to have it. I think if we cut that little piece off, then I've completely forgotten which way round I had it. You're probably shouting at me, but I can't hear you. I know that I wasn't covering up the bus. I really can't remember. I really should stop the video, play it back, and then I would know. Let's just go with this. Probably should have thought about whether I wanted to layer a box underneath it first. I don't know if you can tell, but I am feeling rather tired. So it's been a really busy day. So I'm probably not as with it as I usually am. Let's just pop this one here. That can be a box for Monday because I haven't really got much room to write anything for Monday. So we should have a box here that I could use. Just overlap it a little bit for, well, I could use that for either Monday or Tuesday. Another cookie box. It's a good thing my boxes are relatively easy to peel up, she says. I've just put it down in exactly the same position. Is there some secret to getting boxes down straight? I don't know. If there is, it is eluding me at the moment. Finally, I think. We definitely need some of the red florals on this side. I've got this one with the edge. I think that's the only one I've got left. I'm trying to think where might be a good place. All coming down from the top. I think we need to bring in a third colour with the boxes. I always struggle if I only have two colours. I thought about black, but that felt a bit too dark, and there is this dark red, but again it didn't really seem to go with the lighter colours of the florals. So I've found these grey boxes that sort of match the grey here. I don't really like how these go up in a step, but if I put it in this box, then there's this strange little gap and I don't really know what I'd do with that. So I probably will just put this here. And then I can add this floral in the corner. As I said before, boxes do seem to be my big problem when it comes to spreads. It's very box heavy, this spread. Maybe I'll just add one here. And another floral somewhere. Like maybe here. And of course the battery on my phone died. I don't think you miss very much. I put this grey box here. I'm not sure there's anything else. I'm also sorry that the pages don't seem to be very straight. I really am struggling quite a bit with this spread. I'm going to add another flower in this corner. Don't know whether I want the little red bits on. Why not? And I'm thinking of adding this really tiny piece that I cut off, I think this one here, along this box. Let's see what that looks like. Shows that even small pieces can be used. If I can get it on. It's very fiddly. I've realised I haven't added any washi on this side. I think we are nearly done, but just need a few pops of washi over here. I'm actually really loving the way this looks. It's definitely something a little bit different for me. Maybe just a tiny bit here. The plain boxes are bothering me a little bit, so I might have to do some doodles, just some little stitches or dots, something I've picked up from Planning with Bumble. This white space here is bothering me a little bit, but I think I'm going to add a few bullet points and change numbers at the top. So I think I'll speed that part up. Added the numbers at the top. It does look a little bit plain again, but I'm going to leave it for now. I cut some circles in half to make my checklists. I prefer the look of the circles cut in half, and I'm really annoyed with myself because I've literally just ordered, I don't know, maybe 1,000 of these little circles in lots of different colours, and I ordered the small size, but I've realised I probably should have ordered slightly bigger so that I can cut them in half a little bit easier. These were really fiddly to do. I just decorated a couple of boxes with stitches. Doesn't bother me too much that the boxes are plain because obviously they're going to get filled up with writing. And I also added some headers using Functionally Chic from Live Love Posh. I'm just wondering about bringing some of this washi in. I don't know, maybe just here. Let's see what that looks like. But we are pretty much done now. I don't mind that. Let's put some in over this side. It would be great if I had a sticker that said Coronation Day, but obviously it's not an event that happens very often. I'm not going to be doing anything particular to celebrate. I was invited to watch it with a friend of a friend, but I'm not a big Charles fan. So I'll probably watch some of it, but I didn't really want to sit through what will probably be hours of it. Let's take a last look, make sure everything's stuck down. Nearly forgot about the May. We'll just bring in the alphabet sticker book. I have got months of the year that I have printed out myself, but this colour seemed to match, and it's a nice short word. I really love it. I wasn't sure about the combination, as I said, of the scrapbook paper with the flowers, but I feel it's worked really well. I have a feeling when I come and look at it again in the morning that something might be added at the top. I'm not sure I should have chosen those large numbers, but I'm going to leave it now, come back to it fresh and see what I think tomorrow. Hopefully I've given you some ideas or inspiration, even if it's just using scrapbook paper in your layouts if you've not done that before, or cutting your circles in half. It's always good to watch and get new ideas to try. We're supposed to be getting some sun, fingers crossed. Let's not have a rainy coronation day. Hope you have a fantastic week. Happy planning, take care, and see you soon.